All right. This is a representation from ancient Egypt. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what the representations mean. So this person here is Horus, and this person here is Osiris, and that person there is Isis. And Osiris is the god of tradition, and that's why he's sort of standing there on that pillar. And so the Egyptians thought of these three. There's one other, there's Seth. And Seth is a bad guy. So Seth is the evil villain that's always whispering in the king's ear. You see that story repeated in all sorts of different forms. So Seth is a negative figure, and he's not included in these particular images, but we'll get to him. Seth is also, by the way, Osiris's brother. So, and that's because the Egyptians had figured out, and this is like 3,000 years BC, the Egyptians had already figured out that if you put a state together, so the state would be represented by Osiris, and Osiris is sort of like the abstraction of the patriarchal force that stands behind a tradition. So if you imagine that a tradition is a way of behaving, because that's what a tradition is, to the degree that you share a tradition, you're all manifesting the same pattern. And the Egyptians would say the pattern that you're imitating, that's a deity. They didn't think of it that way because they didn't think the way we think. But for all intents and purposes, the phenomena that they described as a god was the pattern that everyone was unconsciously imitating.